Hello student, how are you? Myself Pawan Mishra. I am here to explain the most important topic, oogenesis. Oogenesis is a process in which formation of ovum takes place from oogonia in ovary. Oogenesis completed in following step. First of all, you know primary sex organ in female ovary. It is known as primary sex organ because it forms ovum and release female sex hormone. Inside the ovary, germinal epithelium present. Few cells of germinal epithelium enlarge and acts like the oogonia. Our oogonia means gamete mother cell. So always diploid in the nature. In each ovary, about 2 million oogonia develop. हर ओवरी के अंदर 2 मिलियन ओगोनिया का डेवलपमेंट होता है. ओके, एंड मियोसिस फर्स्ट स्टार्टेड इन oogonia बट गेट अरेस्टेड इन प्रोफेज फर्स्ट. मियोसिस की स्टार्टिंग तो हो जाएगी लेकिन प्रोफेज फर्स्ट में जाके मियोसिस अरेस्ट हो जाती है, रुक जाती है. राइट? There is no oogonia formation after the birth of female child. There is no addition of oogonia, there is no formation of oogonia after the birth of female child. Right now, so this oogonia change in primary oocyte known as primary oocyte, and formation of oogonia and up to the formation of primary oocyte, all these occurs in developing embryo, or you can say fetus, which is 25 weeks old. Fetus is 25 weeks old. So you can say oogenesis is started in female during embryonic development. This is started in female during the embryonic development. Right now, so from oogonia to the formation of primary oocyte, these stages occurs in fetus. This represents the fetal life. Primary oocyte, suppose that this represents the primary oocyte, this one, this is the primary oocyte, right? This primary oocyte when gets surrounded by granulosa cells, then they known as primary follicle. Here primary oocyte change in primary follicle but when surrounded by granulosa cells, right? And these follicle formation takes place in cortex region of the ovary. Follicular development takes place in the cortex region of the ovary. So first primary oocyte change in primary follicle. So this is the primary follicle. So you know about 2 million oogonia formation takes place. These oogonia change in primary oocyte, and after birth, from birth up to the puberty, only 60,000 to 80,000 primary follicle left. It means rest gets degenerate. जो बाकी बचे थे वो सब के सब डीजनरेट हो गए. बर्थ के बाद कोई उगोनिया ना तो ऐड होगी ना फॉर्म होगी, लेकिन बर्थ से लेकर के प्यूबर्टी तक मैक्सिमम प्राइमरी फॉलिकल्स जो बने वो डिजनरेट हो जाते हैं. सिर्फ 60,000 से लेकर के 80,000 तक ही बचे होते हैं. राइट? सो दीज प्राइमरी फॉलिकल change in secondary follicle. So what is the difference in primary follicle and secondary follicle? You know, this one is the primary oocyte, right? Around this granulosa cells present, so thickness of granulosa cells increases. Thickness of granulosa cells increases, and there is the formation of one theca layer. Then the formation of one additional theca layer. So this is known as secondary follicle. Right? This layer, theca layer, granulosa layer, made up of granulosa cells, and inner one primary oocyte, right? This secondary follicle ultimately change in tertiary follicle. What happened in the secondary follicle by which it change in the tertiary follicle? So first of all, you know, meiosis first started from oogonia. In tertiary follicle, meiosis first completed, right? When meiosis first completed, then primary oocyte change in secondary oocyte. One large, they form one secondary oocyte, and also they form granulosa cells. Thickness of granulosa cells increases, but there is the formation of cavity in granulosa cells due to the secretion of fluid by the granulosa cells. Okay, so they form some cavity. And one theca layer also increases around it. You can see how can you draw the diagram, conceptual diagram. This is based on only the concept. से concept base पे सारी diagram है. इसको आप concept base पे देखेंगे कि जो चीज हम बोल रहे हैं वो चीज आपको diagram के थ्रू represent हो रही है. Right now, तो यहाँ पे आपने देखा ये layer जो है ये theca externa, this one theca interna. So there is the two layer of the theca externa and theca interna formation here. This one granulosa cells, this one antrum, formation of antrum or cavity, right? And the most important thing, this one, formation of secondary oocyte, large secondary oocyte, and a smaller one, this one, first polar body. This structure is known as tertiary follicle. This structure is known as tertiary follicle. So primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle. The most important thing in the tertiary follicle, formation of antrum, formation of secondary oocyte, large secondary oocyte, and tiny first polar body due to completion of meiosis first. Meiosis first यहाँ पे complete हो जाता है, इसलिए secondary oocyte बन जाता है और बहुत छोटा सा first polar body बनता है. Theca externa and theca interna. After that, right, this tertiary follicle grow in size and they form mature Graafian follicle. In mature Graafian follicle, in the center this one secondary oocyte. Around it there is the formation of one most important layer that is known as zona pellucida. Again you see it. This red color layer is zona pellucida. Around it, granulosa cells. This is bigger than the tertiary follicle. This is bigger than the tertiary follicle. Blue color dotted structure represent granulosa. This is the large antrum. Okay, and around it the two layer, theca externa and theca interna. In this way, the two layer. Theca, theca, right? Granulosa cells, granulosa cells, right? The most important thing here, this is also granulosa cells around it. The red color structure which present here, this one, zona pellucida. Zona pellucida. This one structure is zona pellucida. So zona pellucida provides site for attachment of the sperm. So you can say Graafian follicle is a mature follicle, right? It grow well, and when it rupture, so it release secondary oocyte. It release this secondary oocyte. The inside is the secondary oocyte in the center. This one, secondary oocyte. This one is the secondary oocyte. So this release secondary oocyte are over, right? Granulosa cells release follicle stimulating, granulosa cells release estrogen. When amount of estrogen increases, so LH, luteinizing hormone amount also increases. This is known as LH surge, and due to the LH surge, this Graafian follicle rupture and release secondary oocyte are over. So this process is known as ovulation. When ovum comes out from the Graafian follicle, by rupturing of the Graafian follicle, this process is known as ovulation. इसको हम ovulation कहते हैं. It occurs at mid of the menstrual cycle. On average, menstrual cycle time is 28 days. Mid of the means at 14th day. At 14th day, ovum or secondary oocyte comes out, released. This secondary oocyte catch by the infundibulum with the help of fimbriae and they reach up to the ampulla region near the ampulla isthmus junction. Here, when this zona pellucida receive sperm, it means sperm get attached to the zona pellucida. At that time, meiosis second which is started in secondary oocyte. Here secondary oocytes in tertiary follicle, when the formation of secondary oocyte, so meiosis second is started in the secondary oocyte but again get arrested in the metaphase second. meiosis second secondary oocyte में start हो जाती है लेकिन metaphase second में जाके arrest हो जाती है. उसके बाद जब secondary oocyte or ovum reach in the fallopian tube or oviduct at the junction of ampulla and isthmus and sperm get attached to the zona pellucida, at that time meiosis second completed here. When meiosis second completed here, then secondary oocyte form ovum or oocyte and second polar body. So this whole process is known as oogenesis. The most important thing in oogenesis, up to the formation of primary oocyte takes place in the fetus. After the birth and up to the puberty, there is the formation of follicles up to the Graafian follicles, and at the beginning of puberty, there is the ovulation. Okay, there is the ovulation, and meiosis second completed when sperm enter, when sperm get attached to the zona pellucida of the ovum or you can say secondary oocyte. So this complete process is known as oogenesis. In nut and shell, you can say formation of ovum or oocyte from oogonia inside the ovary is known as oogenesis. Thank you.